Hello, my name is Optic Arc or Hollows. Today is going to be a bit of a rant of what I think Monster Legends can do and Social Point to make this a more fun and enjoyable game for just the entire community. So right now, this game is kind of surviving off of nostalgia bias. A lot of players that keep returning over the years because they remember how fun this game used to be growing up. Um, and just the players that continually play it every day and kind of take it competitively also are like one of the sole reasons this game is actually surviving. Um, so a few just basic things I think they can do off the start is just more accessible stuff. So I think they should add a messaging feature for social. Um, that is just kind of like a really basic thing that they don't have. Obviously, you can communicate with your team. Not all my friends are going to be in my team, so just being able to message via there is really, really useful. Um, and being like, hey, can I join your team? Hey, can you join mine? Or just a conversation even. Not everyone wants to communicate off of Monster Legends, and that just makes it a lot more helpful to those people. Another thing they can add in settings, a volume option. Obviously, you can turn the music on and off, but you cannot, like, at least on PC, you can't decide how loud it is. It's obviously going to be super loud or not at all. I just think you should have a way to adjust the volume. But those are just two things like off the rip that's super basic that they can add. Obviously, there is more. A really, really big thing, at least for me and more experienced players that have a lot of monsters, is being able to search via the eras um, in your like breeding and all that because it's so frustrating to have to like search for something. Like if I wanted to find Neuroshock, which is like a newer-ish monster, I would have to do fire. Oh shit, I just scrolled past it. Villains and go to Mythics, and he's not even in here for some reason. Um, so like yeah, it's just not really updated. I know he's a villains monster, so the fact that I can't find him is kind of crazy. Um, oh, it's probably because I have him at rank 5. Okay, it's because I have him at rank 5. But the point being, like, it's hard to find monsters that are scattered amongst all of this, or even just a search option up here. Just type in the name of the monster and it appears. I think that'd be very useful. For just getting through this a lot easier, I shouldn't have to scroll through 400 monsters to be able to find what I'm looking for. And then the last thing for just easy accessible stuff is a lot of the stuff in this game, unless you go to the wiki, you actually can't find. So, for example, if I just go to K9, um, and go to his traits, guard down. Obviously, experienced players know what this does, but if you were to click on it, all it does is tell you that it casts guard down. And this is just one example. It does it for a lot of other things in this game, not really tortures, but more so um, newer-ish abilities or abilities that aren't tortures. It doesn't explain to you what it does. And obviously, all it does is tell me that it casts it. But if you don't know what this is, you have no idea what is going on, right? So I just think it would be a lot easier to explain. I don't think toxins even tells you. Like if I go to Neuroshock, does it tell you what toxins does? Yeah, like it doesn't tell you. You have no idea what toxins does unless you were to go to the wiki and search it up. There's just no easy accessible way in game to figure out what is going on. So it's just something that is really basic but will mean a lot, especially to players that are new or returning. This game is very overwhelming. There's so much going on that just a little bit of help would probably be greatly appreciated. Um, and moving on from that is rewards. Rewards in this game are so bad for doing well. So just for example, if I were to go to the number one team in the world, Incognito, um, these guys, their only really reward is cells, and specifically for ancestors, this is just awful because if you're the top one team in the world, I'm gonna go ahead and assume you have Honan, Torog, and Akira all at rank 5. Like, I guarantee you nobody on this team has any of those monsters below rank 5. The same thing with like all of these. Like if you're legendary 1, I highly doubt you don't have any of these monsters at least rank 5 or like on the brink of being rank 5. So just adding more to this would be very useful. It doesn't need to necessarily just be ancestral cells. Like give it multiple things so you guaranteed get this and maybe like um, Eclipsis or Umbril. Just add more things into this. Maybe give a little bit of gems, like 20, 30 gems would be even nice. Um, just give us a little extra. Help apply rewards and feeling like you're actually gaining something from playing this game. You can do the same thing for multiplayer. I think the stuff you get from multiplayer is just abysmal. I am pretty far deranked right now, but adding um, stuff for your league that is decent. Like right now, I get for being top 1 in Champion 2, which is relatively high, um, not super high, but I get silver relics. I am never ever going to use a silver relic. I will sacrifice all of these in one go for like a wraith that won't even really do anything for me. Even these, like I'm just pretty much getting level 5 ruins. Um, not really all that useful to me. Even the 18 cells, I don't give a shit about. A lot of this is just pointless, useless stuff. Um, so just give a better reward for all of it. That even goes for higher ranks. Like top 1, you get 500 cells for a monster that's not that great. Some cards that are like okay if you're not able to get whatever monster is in the card thing right now, Incognita. The relics are okay. At least you get diamond. You should be getting higher than diamond at this point since we're at emerald. And even like the ruins. I think ruins are fine with getting level 10s. But everything else, you should be getting more. This is the top 1 player in the entire world. You would expect a lot more out of that. Um, and the last thing, and this is probably the biggest thing, and I think this would actually create a much more positive and fun state of the game, is add tournaments for generations. Don't You can make it a team thing if you really want. I think just a solo experience for this would be very fun as well. Um, so basically, they used to have tournaments in this game where you could just go in and fight with your monsters, but make it for every single generation from original mythics all the way up to like I don't know, like the Historia era, or maybe even just the multiverse. Like a lot of these monsters are really, really outdated now, and you're never gonna really use them. So just make it like a fun thing. Like it doesn't need to be super competitive. You can just queue into it like once a month. If they have it like a once a month thing, you can pick which one you want to go into. And let's say for like you queue for Galactic and you get the top 1, like you win the tournament, you get like 500 Astronite. But let's say you come second place in Blossom, you get 200. What is it? Nectarine for Blossom? Yeah. Um, and let's say you come third for Doom Era, you get 100 Ambrosia. So just so on and so on. You can do this for all the generations. It doesn't really matter. Just maybe have a cutoff. Like obviously, if you're not a super pay to play player, and you get like 100 extra cells for the generation ahead of you. So if you do Galactic, you get I don't even remember. I think it's starts with a C, Coralia or something for Abyssal. You get like 100 extra and then 500 of these. That way you at least have the option to try to upgrade to the next generation a little bit, and it gives you more incentive to play. Obviously, these generations are super outdated now. They're not your money makers. At least have something to do with them so they're not completely boring and just useless. Um, yeah, I just think that'd be a little fun thing they could add. And obviously, if they wanted to incorporate it into Team Wars, they totally could. That's the end of my rant. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.